Hey guys, so today we're going to look at this HAUSHOF. It's a 24-volt cordless ultra quiet wet dry vacuum cleaner. It's 18,000 PA, 24 volt, 4,000 mega amp battery. It's ultra quiet, has a brushless motor, accessory storage, and it's easy mobility. So when you open your box, we're going to see what all comes inside. You will see that it has two pieces for your extension, and they are metal. Has some foam pieces in the corners. It will have your instruction guide and a Work Pro advertisement. It will have sweeper bags. Now remember, this is a wet dry vac. So when you're doing wet, you won't want these bags in. Make sure you remove them before you're picking up anything wet. You'll ruin the bag. Otherwise, when you're dry sweeping, use these. You will have cords. Make sure you're careful when you do this because mine was open. My battery is here. And then here is my cord that came in it. It actually had fallen out of the box. The sweeper unit itself will be like this. One of your sweeper ends. And that looks to be everything in the box. So there are also parts inside of this, but before we start on that, we want to start charging our battery. You want it to be full the first time you use it. It's at 77%. You see right there. So right there where it shows the fingerprint, you just touch that, turn it on and off, and that's how you check your battery. So while this is charging, we're going to look at the rest of it. So basically when you plug it in, your plug-in is back here. You'll see that it starts flashing automatically right off the get-go, and you'll see that it's showing 7 watts. It's charging at 7 watts at 77% and climbing. So when you look inside of here, this is where your battery is actually going to slide in and go, and it will lock into place, and there's a release. Just like a lot of the battery-powered stuff you see, it has a release right there. You push your 2 tabs out on the side. This will open up the inside. Now when you look inside of here, here is the other pieces that will come with it. Here is your hose. Here is your one of your tips, and here's the other tip. So one of these, if you look, looks like it's for couches, stuff like that. It has the microfiber stuff here to grab and pull, so you use this for your couch. This is for cracks and crevices, and this will be the main one that you use like when you're sweeping, and you'll notice it has a brush to break things loose for you. So when you're going to use this in dry mode, here's your bags. They will go right here. Basically, if you look at this tab inside here, they will go up over top of this. And your bag will go around the inside like this. I'm not going to hook this up yet. I'll just show you how it goes. It goes in here like this. And the reason why I'm not hooking this up yet, make sure you put this end at the top. I had it upside down. Because if you look, when I had it this way, it's actually too tall. You want this side at the top. So when it goes in, it'll go like this, and then I'll just push it on there. The reason why I'm not doing that yet is we want to show you the wet function. If you do the wet function and this bag is in, it's going to ruin that bag. So you want to make sure this is out when you're doing the wet function with a quick clockwise turn. And there is a picture right here. It tells you which way to turn it. It says turn this way. We want to make sure our bag is not in it. It's right here. We're going to put this back into place. We're going to install our battery, our freshly charged battery. See, it's locked into place. We'll install our hose. There's our quick connect for our hose. Now for water, that's all I'm going to use is this piece. Because basically we're just showing you the water function. So we will just hook this back up here. You see the quick connect just locks in here. And you see I pull it, it's locked. You have to push that tab to get it loose. And I'll put this head on it just for sweeping up water. Or I could use either one. So we're going to go outside. So now we're going to do some wet vacuuming. We got our new battery in it. We installed it. It just clicks in place. Now for this one, I know there's a lot of wet dry vacs. They don't put the filter in. This is actually a washable filter. So you want to make sure you put this in. Lock it in place. Now this is washable. It does tell you in the directions you can wash it. So we're going to install it. Should be ready. So I'm going to dump the water and turn it on. the water up. You can hear the vacuum, you can feel the pressure. A washable filter is something that surprised me. I've never seen one that used it, kept the filter on it. So you see it's drying everything up really well. And it dried up all the water. There is your water. Sucked up all the water and the dirt off that was inside of on the cot patio. So when you want to use the bag, you'll just dump this out, wipe it down real good, and then it's ready to use again. So again, we're going to turn this on, dump some fresh water, and right away start sucking it up. This is nice if you have a spill in your garage, or let's say you have a water line that's leaking and there's water everywhere, or if you have a flood in your basement and your sump pump was slow to start, this would be really nice for cleaning that up. And you see, it cleaned it up really fast too. And then we'll look again at our water inside our tank. More water. Does a really good job. It cleaned it up really quick, and it got the dirt off my patio too. Water inside of there moving, and the dirt that was in the water from the patio. It even picked up the rock. It's got a lot of suction power. Seeing the reason why it says they want this on there. This has got to be on this. I know there's other brands of wet dry vacs where you remove this because if this gets wet, it gets ruined. This one is actually washable. We just swept up all that water and this is completely dry. It didn't even get wet at all. I've seen other brands, different kinds, that this would get ruined. Kind of like the fact that this one didn't. So we dried this out, got this one ready to go now. So now we're going to install the bag. Remember I told you to put the bag, you want this to the top. You're just going to put this inside of here. You're going to push this in here. And then you're just going to push it into place until you see it lock. Right there. Just heard it lock into place. Move your bag around here. You're going to put this piece back on top. Lock it down, both sides. We're going to put this one in. And for this one, I'm going to sweep. So I'm going to be using the attachments as well. Got my hose on. Got my end piece on. Sliding on my other end piece because I don't want to keep bending over. And I'm going to use this head. Now, actually, I'm going to use the head to clean the couch first. This is my couch cleaning head. This slides on the end. Let's turn it on. And you see this is quiet. Oh, wow. You might want to hold. This thing's got a lot of suction. You see it pulling up my couch cover. Got a lot of suction. Got a lot more power than what you would expect. It's doing a very good job of sucking things up. So now we're just going to switch heads real quick. You can do it while it's running and sweep the floor. Just to let you see what it has, we're going to throw some leaves down on the floor. Sucks those up with no problem. And now you can go back and forth like this as well if you want. But for me, I just kind of feel like I can feel the suction better as I'm pulling. So I just pull it. And you'll see it pull the carpet up. So it's got a lot of vacuum power. You can see it pulling the carpet, standing where I haven't swept here, but I did here. It's got a lot of vacuum power, especially for a battery powered one. So this is going to be really nice. Let's say you want to go someplace and travel, and let's say you have a camper. This is perfect. You can use it indoor, outdoor. You can use it in a camper. Rechargeable. It's got a lot of vacuum. I showed you sucking up the water. It did that really well. And this does have bags, so that if you want, you can change the bags out. Just make sure you take the bag out when you're sucking up water, because you don't want a wet bag. Doing a really good job. I can feel it sucking up the stuff as I'm going. We vacuum every day, so there's not going to be a lot, but it's doing a really good job. This will also make vacuuming easier because you won't have to plug something in. Makes the carpet look nice. I'm going this way, you'll notice in here, as I push it, you hear it sucking. Now I told you to go both ways. In the other room with the carpet, as I was pulling, I could feel it sucking. In here on wood floor, you can hear it. As I'm pushing it down, it's sucking. This is the room where dogs sleep the most here because they want to run around. So I sweep in here a lot so that we don't have dog hair. And you can hear the vacuum power. Right here is this perfect spot right here. There's a spot here. You can see grass where the dogs have ran in and out. We'll go over that. Pick it up, no problem. And it rolls with you. As I'm walking, you'll see it just rolls with me. It just follows me around. It just comes right with me. Rolls really easy because it's really lightweight. Now I'm back on the carpet. On the carpet, I can feel the vacuum better pulling towards me. Whereas on the tile floors and the wood floors, I can feel it better as I was pushing. But you can go both ways. And as it's running, it's very quiet. Not near as loud as most vacuums. In fact, normally our Chihuahuas would be barking, carrying on, because they don't like the sound of the vacuum. They don't seem to mind the sound of this one. They're just kind of over there staring at it. But they're not barking. So that's another good indicator that it's not real loud. It irritates them because they got sensitive ears on a normal sweeper. This one does not bother them at all. They're just kind of looking at it like wondering what it is. Looking around, whereas normally they would be barking at the sound of the sweeper. Dogs usually don't like sweepers. So now if I'm sweeping the couch, I showed you how to do it. You don't actually have to have all these attachments on there. You can remove these. They just slide apart. So if I want to get down into a crevice or a crack, I would just put this piece on. Or if I want to sweep the couch, I could just put this on. And you'll see as I set it down here, I turn it on. I was just showing you the convenience that you can switch tips while you have it all done. And you know, it does have quite a bit of vacuum power. I do like that. So when you're done, you basically bring it back up where you had it. You can remove your attachments. Now, the one thing we wanted to talk about on here, you can set your attachments inside of here, however you want them. And you will have there, see there's the hair is the vacuum picked up. So basically you need to unhook this. You could put this up the top if you want, however you want to store it. You can put this up on the top. You have these to hold it. You could actually wrap them around these if you wanted. And then we're going to check and see on the inside. It filled up the bag to about this much. So there's about this much inside of there. The inside of here is the debris and stuff that it picked up. You got to remember it went all the way around as well. Put it back together. Now, the other thing you can do, if you're not using the bag in it all the time, you can put your other pieces down inside. So this did a really good job of sweeping. I'm really impressed with it. It's right down inside of here. Because I'm going to use this in my garage, so I won't use the bag very often. If I need to, I can put it back in. Everything stores in here nice and neat. You'll see it clicks back together with no problem. It's got, and basically all the parts are together, and this is all the room it's going to take. Definitely a nice unit. So inside your battery packet will also be in this card. And this card tells you, it says for storage, it's suggested to recharge the battery between 50 and 75% charge, and to charge the device at least once every 3 to 6 months to preserve the battery lifespan. So it's the HAUSHOF battery is equipped with a special circuit design enabling you to safely charge the battery NAC using your phone, iPad, laptop charger with outputs anywhere between 5 and 21 volts DC. We have excluded the charger to minimize unnecessary electronic equipment, EEE, that duplicates commonly used devices around us. So we used it, it was charging, we showed you at 7 volts. So it can charge between 5 and 21. Charge right about an hour to go from 77% to 100. And I really like this unit. This HAUSHOF, it is a cordless vacuum, wet dry vac. Showed you how to suck up water easily. Showed you how to vacuum it. It did a really good job. It's very lightweight, very quiet, follows you around nice and easy. This would be perfect for like sweeping your car, because normally you have to plug a vacuum in or whatever, or the small ones don't have enough vacuum power. This one is lightweight. It's very quiet. You don't need a plug-in, and it's got a lot of power. So you could use this perfect with the different attachments to sweep your car out as well. Really cool for that. Really great for a garage as well. We'll put the link for this in the description. Like, subscribe, give us a thumbs up. And this is great for garages. I'm just going to tell you, a garage, sweeping your car, whatever. Anytime you need a wet dry vac, a cordless one would be really handy.